Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this is gonna kind of be a favorites video, kind of like a current favorites. It's definitely an essential favorites. Being an essential worker, honestly, like my whole daily makeup routine has changed drastically. In the past like 3 months, I really don't wear, like I haven't worn foundation. This is my first time wearing foundation for real in almost 3 months. I haven't worn foundation. I don't do bronzer. I don't do like it's just a lot of things that I don't do anymore because there is no need. I have a mask on all day. Some days I'm working 10-hour days. Like it's just kind of pointless. But there are the basics that I feel like I still need and I can't live without. So everything that I have here in my makeup bag, this is what stays in my bathroom. Even like I've been out of town a couple of times, like nowhere for real, because there's, you know, but there have been a couple of like family trips in there that I had to make, and all I do is just grab this and go. This is my life, my current life in a makeup bag. So I haven't done a favorites video in a while. But if I had to do one, like a current essential favorites, this is what it'll be. So no more talking, let's get started. So I'm just gonna pull things out of the bag and go. The sun is starting to go down a little bit, so I'm losing natural daylight. First thing that I'm pulling out is this Makeup Obsession Dewy Fix. This is their Dewy Makeup Fixing Spray. I really like this, and although I am combination oily, I feel like this does a really great job at setting my makeup, and it also just kind of gives me that dewy look without my face being super dewy. Again, with everything going on right now, my face and my skin is just like super drying. I find that the mask that I have to wear really dry my face out on a regular basis. So I've been using things that are considered probably a lot more hydrating than I normally would on a regular basis. But I really love this spray. I've been using this spray even before the coronavirus took effect. So it just does a really great job at keeping my makeup in place. And don't be afraid to try it if you are oily. Now, if you're going to be wearing makeup for like a super long period of time, I would say maybe not this one. But I know I can definitely get about 8 hours of use out of it. And that's what I need on a regular day at work. So it does a really great job for me. Next up, I have my Too Faced Sugar Peach Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette. That is what that looks like. This has been the only highlighter palette that I've been using on a regular basis. It's actually the highlighter that I'm wearing on my face today. Let me show you guys what it looks like on the inside. It comes with a really nice size mirror, but you get sort of 4 different products. There's the Peach Pop, which is right here, the Peach Honey, the Peach Pearl, and the Sugared Peach. The Sugar Peach is more of like a blush to me. I don't consider that one a highlighter. I think Peach Pop, just depending on your skin tone, you can use that as a highlighter. I like to use that as more of like a blush topper, or even some days I use that as a blush. But these are the 2 products I've been using on a regular basis. These are the 2 highlighters, again, that I'm wearing on my skin. I mix these. It just gives off the perfect highlight shade. So I've been absolutely loving this palette, and I also use the mirror in the bathroom to do my makeup. The next thing I'm going to pull out are the setting powders that I've been using. So the Fenty Beauty Powder in the shade Honey. I don't want to open it because neither one of these, like the sifters, don't work all that well. So you tend to get product everywhere when you open it. But Honey is absolutely, like, Honey is my everyday type of shade. If you are my skin tone and you've been looking for a powder that's not like super highlighting but something you can use on an everyday basis, Honey is that shade for me. It is what I'm wearing underneath my eyes today. But what I like to do is I like to go in with my DermaBlend loose setting powder in Warm Saffron. Y'all know this is OG here on my channel. I stand for this powder. I don't think I'll ever stop purchasing this powder. I absolutely love it. I like to just kind of go in like right underneath where I put Honey and sort of use it to blend Honey out, if that makes any sense. It just looks perfect. It's what I did with my face today. I do it every day. Concealer, setting powder, brows, mascara. Those are definitely the staple things, because with the mask on you don't really see much of my face, so I don't wear foundation. There's no need. I probably just end up getting it all over my mask. But because I do wear concealer, because just depending on the cut of the mask, I have quite a few different masks and a lot of them are cut differently, so I just use concealer on a regular basis, because depending on which one I grab, I don't need the bags to be showing. Okay, so I absolutely love both of these powders. I've just been rocking with those. The Laneige lip sleeping mask, this one is in Sweet Candy, one of those limited edition shades. Even with the mask on, I need to keep my lips hydrated because they feel so dry all throughout the day. So this is something, I usually have one of these like in my work jacket pocket, and I like to use these at night as well. So this one stays in my bag, but I have one in my car and one that I keep at work, and I keep it in my jacket pocket. I have the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. When I put on my primer, I like to set my primer with this powder. This one is in the shade Tan. So that's what it looks like. It's a really good setting powder, like overall, don't get me wrong, but I just really love to use this to go in after I prime my face and kind of just set my primer in place before applying my concealer. And even when I'm doing a full face of makeup, I will do that. That's something that I saw from Jackie. I saw Jackie. She did that one day where she primed her face and then she kind of like set everything with the powder. So I tend to do that, and this is the powder that I use for that. Next up, I have another powder. This is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier powder. This is a really great powder that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. It's white, but even though it's white, like, don't kind of let that fool you. Let me see if I can get a good swatch, because it doesn't leave that like white cast on your face. It's really good for setting your makeup and keeping it into place as well. So if you're looking for something that's not expensive, if you know, like to just kind of set your makeup, this one is really good. I use it to set my makeup, and I also use it to set my primer. What else do you have in here, Tiffany? So again, like I said, I don't wear foundation. It's just like, it's not a point. But if it's something I don't know, like on a day off and I kind of want to do something with foundation, I've been using the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation. I'm in the shade Tan 070. It's not the foundation I'm wearing today. Today I'm wearing my NARS Natural Radiant. But in the event that I do put on a foundation, this is usually the one. I like how this dries down. It goes on liquid, but it kind of dries down to like a powder, but it doesn't give you that super cakey type of look. It just looks really pretty on the skin. This foundation is gorgeous on the skin, like, I kid you guys not. So that's been the only foundation, if I'm going to wear foundation, which isn't often, but that is the one that I would reach for. I have my concealer in here. The concealer I've been wearing, and the only concealer I've been wearing, is the Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand. This is the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Warm Sand is my shade. I absolutely love it. It's the concealer that I'm wearing today, and all I do again is just go in and set it with that Fenty Beauty powder, and then also my DermaBlend Warm Saffron. Next up, I have a moisturizer. This is a Too Faced Hangover Good To Go moisturizer. I picked this up some time ago, and honestly, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I felt like with my skin, it just was like a little too moisturizing. But again, because my skin is drying out so bad, this works wonders. Like, it's thick. So if you're not one of those people who likes the thicker moisturizers, I don't know how much you'll love this, because it really is. Like, it's a thick moisturizer. But again, because my skin is super dried out lately, this has been doing wonders. It also has SPF 25 in it. So being that I wear it while going to work, that's a really good thing for me. I have a primer. I think I've got quite a few primers in here, honestly. But this particular primer is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier. This is their mattifying H2O gel primer. Y'all, listen. I've been rocking with this primer for years now. I don't care what other primer I purchase. This will always be in my staple. This is a great primer if you are a oily or combo oily guy or girl. This primer goes on so cooling, and then it just like blurs everything. Like your face looks super blurred. It keeps your makeup in place, does not allow your makeup to look patchy in any places. I absolutely love this. A newer primer that I'm trying out is the Touch in Soul Pretty Filt'r Icy Sherbet Primer. I don't really have too many things to say about it because I am recently trying it out. So I am going to be doing a haul it but how was it video on some products that I feel like you guys kind of need to know about, that I've tried over the past couple of months, and I need to let you guys know whether I like it or dislike it. Y'all know how I do in those videos. This will definitely be one of the products that I talk about. Next up, another primer, because like I said, I have quite a few. I still prime my whole face even though I know I'm not going to be wearing foundation, but because I have a tendency to get oily, I go ahead and I always make sure I have a primer on. So this one is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This one isn't so much for mattifying anything out. It's more to kind of just like smooth my face out. You guys know I have pore issues and I have textured skin. So that's definitely what this one is for. This is really good for smoothing out your skin and I absolutely love it. Oh, I have another moisturizer, but I'm basically done with it. This is the Laneige Water Bank Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. It came in this little sampler pack that I got, and I'm scraping. Like I probably got one more little finger scrape in there. I use this stuff, and I would purchase the full size of this. I really like how this felt. If you are, again, someone who suffers with oily skin, sometimes those gel moisturizers is what's best for our skin because they don't clog our pores up while still leaving our skin hydrated. So this was that type of primer and I really enjoyed this. So I still got one little scrape in there, so I'm not ready to throw it out yet, but it's definitely coming. I have my Marc Jacobs Sequins little glitter. Anytime I do anything on my eyes, which is not often, this is the only thing that I will use on my eye. I really love these. I have two of these, I think. But that is what Topaz Flash looks like. All you need is like the smallest amount. I'll just kind of dab it on my lid. And because my eyes are generally the only thing you see, you kind of only see from like here up when I wear the mask. I like to add a little razzmatazz to my eyes. And this is the only like eye product that I've been using. What else do I have in here? I have this Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Lip Scrub. This one is in Watermelon. Also a newer product that I picked up. And it's just a lip scrub. That's it. It's nothing fancy. The price point was really good. It's not abrasive at all, I will tell you that. But it also doesn't really feel like it's doing anything for my lips when I scrub with it. I'm the type of person, like, I scrub my lips at least once a week, and this is definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna use it because I purchased it, but I wouldn't repurchase it, and I honestly, I'm not sure it's really truly getting the job done. Next up, I have the Touch in Soul No Pore Blum Primer. Do y'all see how much of this primer I've used? Like, I don't know if you could tell, but this primer is literally down to here. I love this primer. I hate the silicone feel of it, but I love what the primer does. That is why I've been super excited to try out their new primer, the Icy Sherbet, because it doesn't have the silicone feel that this does. So, just a little sneak peek of what's to come. But that's the other primer that I had. I have my Ole Henriksen, or Ulla Henriksen, because y'all be liking to get fancy and correct me in the comments. My Banana Bright Eye Cream skincare product. I use this every day. I suffer from under eye circles and bags and things like that, so I'm always trying to use products that target that. This to me has been really good with the under eye circle, like the darkness underneath my eye. I really enjoy this. I've repurchased it and I will continue to repurchase that one. I got this clear mascara. I picked this up from the beauty supply store. I use this on my brows. It's really good. It keeps my brows in place, but it's not my favorite only because I feel like after a while it kind of leaves like this white little covering over my brows. Like throughout the day I have to kind of go in the bathroom at work and just like do like this because it leaves this little white patch, but it does keep your brows in place. but you just gotta check for the wipe. You gotta do a white patch check in the bathroom after a couple of hours because it will be there. But it was super cheap. It was like $2. Of course, I have my brow products. I have the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Benefit actually sent me this eyebrow pencil. I'm not a fan of it just because it doesn't allow me to define my brows, but it does a real good job at filling in the tail end of my brows. And then I also have my Morphe brow pencil in Java. I only have like this much left, but I did do a Ulta curbside order pickup. And I'm coming up on the last things in here other than like the makeup brushes that I've been using that I'm sure you guys don't want to see. So this is the 24-hour brow setter, the Benefit brow setter. I love this. I love this. This keeps my brows in place. It's kind of expensive. I think it's like $24. So it's a little pricey just depending on how much you like to spend on brow gels. But this one is really good at keeping my, like, girl, my brows do not budge. Do you hear me? My brows do not budge. They do not move. They do not do anything. And then I have 3 mascaras actually that I've been using. This one is the Damn Girl mascara from Too Faced. Too Faced sent this over to me. I'm sorry, Jared. I don't like this. This is, and it has such great reviews. For me, it's just a no. Like this, it's so clumpy. It's so clumpy and gucky, and I'm not a fan. Like, I want to love it. I'm definitely going to use it up because it's open, but I'm not a fan. But I do have 2 other mascaras that I have really been loving. The Wet n Wild Mega Length. I stand for this mascara. This mascara is awesome, and it's not more than like $3. I'm telling you, you do not have to break the bank for mascaras. This mascara is amazing. I've already bought another one because this one is kind of starting to dry up. So I do have another one on backup. I love this. I love this for my top lashes and my bottom lashes. And then I also have the Benefit Roller Lash. This came in a little mascara set. I have this one, the Bad Gal, and I think like the original Benefit mascara that a lot of people use. I can't remember the name, but it's in that gray tube. So I really like this mascara, but I love it more for my bottom lashes than anything. I don't feel like it does the best job on my top lashes, but it's really, really good for my bottom lashes. And I want to say that was the last thing because everything else in here is kind of like brushes and things like that. Oh no, I got one little small product down here at the bottom. Let me show you guys this. This is the Clinique Acne Solutions Clinical Gel. This is really good. I suffer from occasional breakouts. Like the older I get, for some reason my face wants to act like a teenager. I don't understand it. I do not get it at all. But this is really good. I got this in one of my little Clinique skincare sets. I would buy the full size of this. It is that awesome. You put it on a bump, and I promise you the next day, if it's not completely gone, it's minimized by like 75%, no lie. I love this stuff. But y'all, that is everything that is inside my bag. If I had to say this was a favorites video, these would definitely be the things that I've been rocking with. These are my essential favorites. These are things that I'm wearing on my face every day. They are tried, tested, and true. So let me know what you guys are thinking of the video. Let me know what you think of the products I showed. I missed you guys, but I definitely promise that I'm gonna be back to not necessarily my regular uploads, but it'll definitely be more videos than what you guys have been seeing from me. But thank you so much for rocking with me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, bye YouTube.